You learn stuff from doing bad things.
Of course you do.
Murder bad.
No.
I'm talking basic.
Mischievous, not bad.
You're not black bad.
Not shooting
Right.
parking guy in the head.
And it has to take up a moment in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You can't continue after a lot. It's like anything with doing drugs and shit when you're a kid in school, and then there's still the guy that's doing it as he got older, Gavin. But there is like this moment where you learn things, and you learn from doing bad things.
Mischief. We
Mischief.
got to be careful in New York because we're talking about doing bad things, and it's like rape people on the subway,
Right.
throw Asians into trains.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
That has too high of a ceiling.
Yeah.
We're talking about like bad from 1970s and 80s.
Right, that type of
Suburban bad.
childhood. Yeah, suburban bad. Not we just stole his wallet, throw him on the third rail bad. Not that.
We're talking about throw a frog at a pretty girl.
Yeah. Dipper pigtails in the ink well
that kind of
in
bad.
your desk.
Yeah.
The ink well.
Or I was just talking about that today, too. There was a magical day in high school where we realized cars aren't as heavy as you think.
Oh, yes.
4 guys on the front, and you're like, 1, 2, 3, huh. Next thing you know, the teacher's car is in the middle of the football field by going, huh, huh.
Wasn't that an amazing moment when you realized you could move a car? Yeah. Like I thought cars were stuck to the globe.
I assume they were 1 million pounds.
Couldn't move them, and then you get enough guys.
Yeah.
You could move those things.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's good, Mischief.
Mischief.
Yeah. There's a great book by Lauren Hillebrand called Unbroken. Angelina Jolie made a shitty movie of it. But it's about this guy, Louis Zamperini. And he was a bad guy running from the cops in fucking Northern California in the 20s, 1900s, I guess. He ended up going to World War II. But he was so good at running from the cops, he got into track and field. He's in the Olympics. He met Hitler, and then next thing you know, he's fighting Hitler, and his plane was shot down.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went through all kinds of
Rubber
shit.
dinghy.
Fucking Japanese prison camp.
That was on 60 Minutes and everything.
Yeah, that was good shit.
And her contention in the book is like, those mischievous days are what kept him alive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the rubber dinghy, they were there for 40 days.
Yeah.
And he just had this... Like you say, the mischief background had him thinking outside the box all the time.
Yeah.
The way they survived on the dinghy was to talk about what they're going to eat when they got home.
Yeah.
So their brain is like, we're getting home.
Yeah, you never... I guess the second you think you're not going home is when you just start to die. That's it.
Right. And you probably can convince your cells.
Yeah.
Your cells are like, why do anything here? Why heal this sunburn? He's dead. And... I'm no Louis Zamperini, but they're just an anecdotal piece from today. So I'm sitting at this bar, and I can see the train I have to take to get here, and it's stuck. And I got to get on the 3 o'clock, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, fuck. And then I realize I could just be a subservient member of the system and walk under and say to the guys, when will this train be leaving? This is the train I must be on. And they'd be like, I don't know, could be an hour. We got to fix the brake pads. Okay, I will sit here in this chair. There's no other way to get there. If I drove, I would be very, very late.
This movie.
It's Forrest Gump.
Great. Yeah. It's not acted very well, but I'm into the plot.
As I'm sitting there, I also see a couple trains. They must have been circumvented to go around it.
Right.
I see them going in the correct direction there. So I realize I can get at the next train station. So I start doing the math. Sorry, buddy, I got to go. And get there, make it literally within 1 minute. And they were being sent around. So they were still on time. It's just this particular time didn't show up.
Yeah,
right?
so the later time goes around
and is now on time. And everyone who got
on time for
of course, all the people who got on were like, I hope they don't think we're paying for these tickets.
Oh, of course.
First thing on their mind.
Of course.
Of course, that's the takeaway. But I thought, isn't that sort of a mischief brain? Like that's why I brought up this whole subject is I'm petrified of very young people just like going to the train station and sitting there waiting for them to fix the train.
Yeah.
You can't do that. The system doesn't give a shit about you. You gotta use the system to your advantage. Never ask it for help. It doesn't know what it's doing.
You know what Mischief gives you? The ability to deal with the unpredictable.
Yes.
That's what it is. When you start something, you decide with your buddies or alone or something, you're going to do some shit. The second you step into it, you have no fucking clue how that's going to end.
Yeah.
There's no game plan for it. It's constant improvisation as to, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get away.
Yeah.
And there could be a lot of shit thrown in there in the interim that you have to deal with to get away.
Right.
Not like if you're playing by the rules, there's usually a set path that you're on, and here's where this will happen. Here's where this is. I'm going to deal with this guy and this and that. And it's predicated. You know what's going to happen. But that fucking Mischief is this weird kind of cosmic swirl, and that's what gives you the mindset to deal with shit when stuff goes wrong, to immediately be able to improvise and get through that shit.
That's what I think is the key to being a successful entrepreneur, is to sort of predict problems and have several different solutions.
If you could predict the problems and have solutions, that's great.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's
but no, because I get it, and that probably helps you improvise faster and to the right solution than if you didn't try to at least plan something. Like, look, if you're doing Mischief, you usually go, all right, we'll throw the eggs here, and we'll run through these bushes. Like, there's some sort of plan. You don't just throw and stand there.
And then get arrested.
Right.
That was me, officer. Well, Chicago's a great example of that. We're sitting in the bar. The venue is like, can't wait for the show, which they always do. Okay, you're going to get harassed by Antifa. Good. I can't wait till they show up.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'll kick their ass. And then they get 3 phone calls and they're like, oh my God, they found our staff's mother's home address.
Oh,
okay.
No, now what?
They did that sitting on their ass, okay?
Yeah, it's the internet.
So what did we do? We went to the place we were at, drinking beers, near the hotel, and we said, can we do a show here? I'll give you $3,000. And they were not mischievous, so they're like, no, it's a chain, we can't fit these people in here. And I'm like, yeah, they can go there. Well, we don't have a stage. No, we'll stand on this booth, we'll make it happen, and we just need a microphone. That your karaoke machine will do great. Okay, I'll call you back. And they pussied out. And then we said, all right, let's all just meet at a random bar while we plan this, and at least we can do the meet and greet part.
Yeah.
So we meet at some random bar.
Which was fucking fun.
That was great.
Fuck. Yeah. Great time.
Jukebox, fucking partying.
Yeah, the bartenders didn't know what hit them. That's one of those bars, too, that there's probably 8 people that come in a night, and all of a sudden it was...
There was 200 people.
You're moving through people. Yeah. It was real tough to get a drink.
And then Ryan starts sitting on the phone calling boxing gyms because that's a good stage thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to get like a normal venue. And then he calls the Legion at what? 11? Says, don't go home. Well, we gave them, I think, $1,800, which is more than they've ever made ever. That's like the Rolling Stones are playing there.
Yeah.
And then we did a show that was not as well lit as it could have been at the fucking Taj Mahal, but it was awesome. And everyone liked that we did that. We made it happen, like Louis Zamperini.
And are you saying Asian Pat Dixon, Ryan, was able to improvise? I said to improvise, and come up with places?
I was stunned.
I know.
I said, after that day, I said, you know what? I'm really impressed with you. You have 10 strikes. And he used them in like 3 days.
Oh, the poor
He was like late the next 3 days, left early, fucking knocked over a bunch of shit.
He's like, I still got like 7.
Like, I'm rich. I'm going to spend my strikes. I got strikes at the wazoo.
He won the strikes lotto and just blew it all.
I'm in the strike zone.
Oh, my God.
Hey, the audio didn't record on that show. Oh, well.
Yeah, there's
I'm down to 7. Big deal.
Hey, here's a strike. Hey, you take another one, too. Just
that's for you and your friends. Have a nice night out.
Strikes for everyone.
Ding, ding, ding. Ring the bell.
Jesus Christ.
You know, one time I was with my friend Steve. I've told the story in the show before, but we're walking down the Queensway in Ottawa, Canada, and these cars are just going meow, meow, meow. And the bus system is so fucking bad there. It's faster just to walk 3 miles than to fucking wait for public transit. And there's no subway, of course. And so we're seeing all these cars meow, meow.
Ground is frozen.
Frozen ground.
So, yeah.
And I go, can you imagine just like if someone grabbed one of these cinder blocks? For some reason, there were cinder blocks around it and just fucking whipped it at one of these cars.
Oh.
That would be so fucking Rita.
No.
As I'm saying that, he picks up a cinder block
Come on.
throws it at a car.
Who does this?
Car's like, it's full of like hockey hoser jocks.
Oh, my God.
And I just go, and he looks at me and goes, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, me, holy shit. What have you done?
Dude, they'll kill you.
We tried to kill them.
They'll kill you. Yeah.
Kill us.
They're well within their means and right to kill you.
And this is pre don't kill people.
Right. This is like anyone would have read that story and gone, oh, yeah, you got to kill them.
Yeah, you should fucking
kill those.
And just bury them in the snow. We'll do it in the spring.
No matter.
Like this was probably 1984. Orwell year. Let's say 83. 84. Yeah. I never say 1984 anymore. It's too confusing.
It is confusing.
You got to do 83 or 85.
83 or 85.
85.
Yeah, 84 has too much to it.
There's a big hill there in a forest. We just like cheetahs for 15. So running is like,
please.
Just galloping.
So much energy.
Then we get in the forest. We choose separate trees. I don't even think we spoke to each other.
Climbed trees.
Dude, we climbed jungle trees. We were like,
I've never been for the climbing tree to get away thing.
Dude, it was Lorax. It was Dr. Zeus levels.
I think you hide on the ground so that if push comes to shove,
there's nowhere to hide.
In the woods, if it's trees, you can hide in the woods.
No, it's a tree planted tree, so it's like 6 feet.
That's even worse. Then they could see once they see you, you're a treed fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
We in the panic mode, fight or flight. We gauge the light, and we're like, okay. There's no shrubs.
Look, I wasn't there.
There's no bushes.
Wasn't there.
So our animal brains went, look, you can run for days that way. They're going to find you. They're going to see you. Once they get up the hill, it was a relatively bright night, but not too bright. And they're going to hear the leaves.
Yeah.
So
okay.
And then we're there, and we see them. We can see down, and we see them or sense them.
Holy shit.
Like, fucking, the fuck? Which way they go? And then
should have just gone. It's the worst move ever. Hey,
you're warm, getting warmer. And then they gave up after maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes, and we saw the destroyed car like. And we're still not sure if that's a trick. It might be like, I'll drive away.
So you got to stay up in that tree for another 8 days.
See if they come back.
Yeah.
So I think we gave it another 20 minutes. His name's Steve. And then I'm slowly like, the tree's getting thicker as we get down more. And then I finally like onto the leaves. And I'm like, I don't want to say, hey, Steven, are you around?
No.
We should re-congregate and
hunted.
continue our trip. So I don't know why I did this. Should have done an animal call, but I just went, Steve. And then
you might as well have just gone, hey, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know what's the difference.
Animal goes, Steve. The coal of
Canada. Yeah. The Arctic beaver owl.
Canadian Steve.
It picks up some of human names, but not all. It doesn't have the vocabulary of a Steve Venn, but it can handle a Steve. And then he was like, Duh! And I'm like, Steve! And he goes, Duh! And we were about 30 feet.
Can't beat him up. They're obviously fucking retarded.
Fuck. The jury would go to town on us. And it was like, holy fuck.
So you both decided to climb trees separately?
Yes.
Wow.
He must have seen me skimming up there.
Maybe, yeah, okay.
Or who knows? Maybe that was the only logical solution for humans.
For
if you were thrust to that situation or anyone else, the DNA would be like, only possible solution.
Yeah.
Go up tree.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, all that shit. You climb a fucking tree.
All the graphs of which way to go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then go, fuck, dude. What the fuck were you thinking? He goes, I don't know. That was intense. And he goes, promise me you will never tell anyone that I did that.
Ooh.
I was like, I swear to God, I will never.
We'll all
tell this
keep
story.
Secret.
So if anyone is